Now, ladies and gentlemen, another day, another Antwerp and Stockholm capsule is of course unboxed. And well, this was the series when Antwerp was still on sale for a very extended period of time because it was doing so well. We had another day, another Antwerp capsule bought and unboxed and more stickers applied to the market. And well, with it being a little over 2 months at this point in time since the hype has really died down, I want to take a look at Antwerp but also Stockholm, give my thoughts and opinions on if some of these stickers for Stockholm and Antwerp will go down in the future. A great example is some teams like Mouse. If they qualify for the Rio Major coming very soon, that could possibly drop the Mouse Holo from 2021 quite a bit, but there's also some things to go in with that could mess up the market, but also be very good for you. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, enjoy market updates and weekly CSGO content, make sure you hit the like button and of course subscribe, and here's a quick word from our video sponsor, Skinport. Now, today's video sponsor is of course Skinport. Skinport is currently the biggest, most secure buying and selling marketplace for Counter-Strike Global Offensive skins in North America and Europe. It's currently trusted by 10,000 people and some more who gave it a 4.9 to a 5-star rating on a place like Trustpilot. Buying skins is very easy and is great with discounts up to 30% and of course over 420,000 options to choose from. In those instances where you want to buy something, for an example, you're going to run into examples of something like this. The Bayonet Doppler currently listed on the Steam market for $507. Skinport is offering for $382 USD, of course. That's a 29% off discount compared to what it has on the Steam market. Checking out whether you're buying or selling skins is easy, fast, and secure. With selling, of course, it goes to your bank directly via bank transfer with no hidden fees whatsoever, which is very, very nice. If you guys are interested in selling some of your skins or picking up some new flashy ones, make sure to check them out in the top of the link in the description below. So it's been a very long time since I've taken a look at the market, but most importantly, Antwerp and Stockholm. Antwerp, on one hand, for some people anyway, they see it as an opportunity, but at the same time, there are just so many capsules and so much quantity of these things on the market, much more than a lot of people like myself intended for. Now, these at the time when the sale ended, they were like 400,000 on the market. They weren't anything crazy, and then they got boosted up obviously to 600,000, and here we are at 521K. Now, I would say this is probably a little more than half of what we have, probably supply-wise across the board. I don't really have anything to prove that, but if you have just take a look at the facts, and probably some people like yourselves, you probably have a few hundred of these things waiting in some sort of storage unit like I do, as well as, of course, some Stockholm capsules. Antwerp right now has been going down more and more in price for a lot of different reasons. I would say the main one is just because straight up people just are not interested. These things were overinvested, overbought, but it wasn't as bad and as far as RMR for a lot of different reasons. The main one being is the sale did not last near as long as, of course, that did. I mean, the entirety of the entire sale. And the stickers don't look bad by any means. That's the worst part. There's so many of them. And with us getting a second year in a row after Stockholm with the same sort of stickers by the same event organizer, they got boring and people just didn't want to see them anymore. And that's where I think these things fell short personally. Now, how could Antwerp and Stockholm, but mainly Antwerp, be very, very successful? The next upcoming Rio Major, of course. That's no surprise that it's not being hosted by PGL. A lot of people are suggesting because it's a different event organizer, they're going to have different logos and different designs for a lot of the teams. They're going to have bordered backgrounds, something like DreamHack 2014, or just something completely different we haven't seen before, or maybe even go back to Cato 14 where there's nothing really besides the actual sticker itself. And I kind of want to get out of the way right now and say that's not going to happen. The event organizer does not choose what sticker they put in the game. At the end of the day, Valve is putting the hammer on it. They say yes or no to whatever they want. There's been many instances where tournament organizers before 2021, for Stockholm, for example, wanted a Katowice 2014 transparent background, and Valve had to come in and say no. This actually happened in Krakow 2017. Now, will this happen again? I'm going to go off a limb and say no, but take that with a very large grain of salt. Because if we do get bordered backgrounds with, DreamHack 2014 type of thing, maybe something like Face It 2018 where they're kind of trash but they're interesting, that'll cause the transparent stickers to go up quite a bit. So Antwerp and Stockholm, mainly Antwerp because these will be a lot less expensive. And when the new major comes out, people are probably going to sell these things anyway and they're going to go up a little bit in price. Do not fall on that type of hype. And when the next major comes out, even if they're good or bad stickers, these stickers will most likely go up either way. So I suggest people to maybe capitalize on that if you want to sell things here and there. Now, of course, some of the most expensive stickers, they've changed a lot recently. The Monacy sticker was well over 150. Now it's, of course, at 87. The Hooksy recently has just shot up out of nowhere because Obviously, that hype happened recently. Some of the outsider stickers happened as well. What we talked about earlier this year was the rock sticker, obviously being well over $80 at one point because of market manipulation. People were hyping these things up like crazy. Yes, it's a good looking sticker, but at the same time, there's just so many other stickers in these capsules as well that are yet to be discovered. And that's what's happening to some of these. Now, if you have any of these stickers as well as the Antwerp capsules, I would suggest just keep holding for the next little while. Your best opportunity and best bet is most likely just to sell during the next major. But of course, holding for the long term is always the best way to go. And that's what you should have known going into this major, and really anyone to be exact going forward. Now, the holos for 2022, of course, the rocks, like we said, $43. The rest have gone down a lot. The Hooksy used to be, I think, $20. Now it's $7. Just another reason why you shouldn't go into hype, for an example. The Max, for an example, holo for 2022, this was around $12 to $15. I actually bought a few of these as an investment. They have dropped down to $4. But I would say the most notorious one is, of course, the Cloud9 holo. Arguably the best looking sticker out of this entire major was a little over $10 at one point. Now it's $4, which people, like I said, might see this as an opportunity. But the problem I have with people calling this an opportunity is you just go back to look at the capsules and how many there are in the market, let alone how many people have these in their inventory going forward. And this is most likely going to happen with Rio too. We're probably going to see a very overinvested major once again. Now, of course, going into Stockholm, then I'll give my thoughts at the very end of both. Stockholm's a little weird right now. We've seen the most amount of capsules on the market for the Legends, the Challengers, for example, which was the most expensive at one point that we've ever really seen, besides when these things first started getting hyped up. Now, these aren't the lowest prices we've seen, but they're pretty low. But I don't really think they're going to get any lower than what we're seeing right now for a couple of different reasons. And these are good numbers, by the way, quantity-wise. I think in the future, in the next few years, these probably will have a pretty bright future. Like I said, if the Rio Major doesn't have transparent backgrounds, these stickers I think will go up quite a bit, especially a lot of the teams that didn't make it into the Rio Major. So a great example right now is Mouse. If they qualify for the Rio Major, their sticker on the holo side of things could be in some trouble. Obviously, these things look really good. They're pretty rare from 2021 as well. To unbox one of these things, it's kind of pricey. So the new ones that come out, I think would devalue the older ones quite a bit, especially if they look somewhat similar. But I'm more so on the side of they're not going to look similar even if they make it. So those are stickers you have to kind of look out for that you could expect some sort of decrease in price going into the Rio Major. But for the most part, Stockholm looks 10 times better than Antwerp at this point in time. The pros about Stockholm right now is, of course, there's not a whole lot of quantity. The stickers look really good by the fact that they're very big. They're a lot bigger than Antwerp. The holo effects, in my personal opinion, are 10 times better than Antwerp. I think Antwerp had a lot more of an oily background spill than Stockholm did. Obviously, they did as well, but they took it and notched that up to 100. And the downside of Stockholm anyway is people might have to wait 2 or 3 majors for these things to really have the success they're kind of looking for at this point in time. Now, if you're holding with Stockholm, I don't suggest selling. I don't think they're going to go down anymore, but they could, especially something like the Mouse situation. These are a lot more stable just by the numbers anyway than, of course, Antwerp. Antwerp's been a pretty rough spot, and we're going to have a lot of people open these capsules in the next couple of years for these to really put a dent in the market, similar to RMR. And of course, really the only positive I can really think of for Antwerp at this point in time is if the Rio Major doesn't have transparent background stickers, these will go up. But alongside that, they're also pretty good looking stickers. Alongside, we have very good autographs as well that I think in years to come, once the numbers start to dwindle, whenever that will be in 5 or 6 years, if that's even 5, could be less, these will of course go up. Now let me know what you guys' thoughts are and opinions down below of these 2 majors. I think Stockholm clearly is the #1 winner here. And we're also most likely not going to see another major like Stockholm anytime soon because people are just going to have that copium and have that hype just going forward into the future. Love to hear what you guys' thoughts are and opinions are about this down below. Have a good day, guys. Stay positive, stay sexy. I'm out, guys. Peace.